Namaste, everybody, and welcome to a flow yoga class. Devi, thank you so much for saying hi. Always, you guys are amazing. And happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Um, it's so great that this time of the year is bringing us back into this spirit of being grateful. I believe that many of us having Thanksgiving celebration differently this year than in the past. Like our family, Jeff parent, normally we will go there and just, eat food. And Jeff mom loved to cook so much. She has an idea that she are going to deliver the turkey to every house. Actually, everybody have each individual turkey, and we are going to kind of cook the turkey, and have a separate Thanksgiving. Jeff has also a sister, so she has her own Thanksgiving. We have our own Thanksgiving, and their parent we have their own Thanksgiving. However, when we have dessert, we are going to Zoom and eat the dessert together. So I just want to take this time to remind us that this year is different. It asks a lot from us too, a lot, and asks us consistently to remain in the positive side of things. Like we do whatever we can to celebrate Thanksgiving, even though it's not the same, but that idea of the creation, I hope if your family also have to do it exactly the same, you are able to be thankful about your creativity. I also want to go beyond and say thank you so much for you to be here each and every day for yourself. Thank you so much for connect with me in person and also online. And thank you for any one of you who the word allow you with my teaching, and somehow you get something out from this teaching and help you to remember the good within you, the good within others, and the strength you have to move on through your life with open-minded, with big heart. I am. Thank you that we have all this technology to connect even though we are apart. And thank you that you do the hard thing. We actually has been not seeing one another in person. I'm talking to the Rising Sun student for close to 9 months now. My mind just like, I could not believe how long it lasts. And I'm telling myself that when I hear myself say that, it's like, okay, it is what it is, and it asks me to, get the best out of every moment, to remember to be grateful. At least I still can connect with you. At least I can talk to you. At least some of you is here. At least I can still practice yoga. What not to love? So having said that, just to say a little bit about the word thank you, which is on here. I am thank you for your support, for your love, and for you being who you are. However, let's remember that the word thank you, simply many times we say it without even thinking. But today I want you to really contemplate on the word, because the healing power from being grateful is undeniable. And you have to understand that when you appreciate what you have in life, you understand what mattered to you most and what made you happy. And that will help you to kind of, the thing that's not matter, it's okay. It's come, it's go, it's never here. Right? And the feeling grateful make you focus on the good in life. That will help you to have the positive mindset. And in return, that positive mindset is your health overall. It's your physical health that you always want. It's your mental health, and it's your spiritual health. And please remember that when you are able to appreciate that you are enough, what you have are enough, that in itself is a tonic for the brain. It's this magical pill for our health, and it also helps us to reduce toxic emotion like the frustration and the overwhelming and the anxiety, especially in these uncertainty times that it's still kind of mingling here. When you count your blessing, you have no time to damage yourself. So together, can we all close the eyes and center into this moment, please? And may we be thankful for our breath. For this mechanic of our own body that many of them we don't have to even think about, and it helps us to be alive. We just have to bring out some of our effort to keep this body healthy. May we be thankful for our desire for that. May we be thankful for the love and respect and acceptance we have for ourselves, for others, may we be thankful for our strength and our heart to be willing to deal and accept when the times is tough. We are willing to look for the good, to adapt and adjust and be creative so we can embrace this moment with an open heart. And may you enjoy your Thanksgiving week with yourself, with your family, however you can come up with, that you are creatively come up with to celebrate them safely. Even though some of us may not be able to celebrate them the same, please appreciate your love to do whatever it takes to still connect and keep everybody safe. Allow the breath to bless your body. And you soften your skin and your muscle enough to receive that blessing. The pulsation of this expansion and letting it go. And with our thankfulness heart, may you bring your lotus flower right in front of it and let chant Om 3 times together, please. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Another deep inhale. And you bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes. I'm gonna warming up seated today, everybody. If that doesn't work well with your body, please do anything else that work. Okay, so I'm gonna shake the legs and the arm first. Oh. And then roll the shoulder. It just happened. So go your ankles. Keep the spine erect the best you can in your seated, okay? Okay. If you want to go from your neck, shoulder, body, that is great as well. So enjoy that. But get to really hit those parts of the body. So since I'm getting my shoulder already, I'm gonna go to the other direction. And then circle my neck. Really breathing nice and deep. Allow the thankfulness energy, make your breath bigger. Try not to breathe shallowly because that is going to make your muscle become rigid and stiff. Keep elongate your breath the best you can, and that is, in a way, your body will react pretty much the same. It's kind of, we allow the muscle to soften and open and not gripping one another, and that's going to let us stretch them much easier, right? Now I'm actually getting to the body. Don't forget that you have the side stretch that you can, travel to the twisting, the bowing forward, yeah? Let's give thanks to the body. So for that, you really need to bring your mind into yourself as best as you can. It's not an easy job to do, I have to say sometimes. But the more you do it, the easier that feeling is going to become. And then you can really feel your muscles and work with them effectively and safely. Now I'm getting to the side stretch here. Yeah, the shoulder. And then the twisting. If you're still on your seat, get yourself into a diamond-shaped leg. It's not like true Baddha Konasana, like your heels are not gonna come so close to your groin, but more in front of you, so you have a diamond-shaped legs. Yeah, right here. And you can shake, you can go forward, and that is what is gonna make you feel the intensity of the muscle that we are going to stretch, which is on the lateral sides of the legs. It can go up into your knees, and you go gradually. You can, rock your body side to side at the same time when you do that. And don't forget to breathe. You still, circle your spine. Wow, this is really, really tight. Follow your next inhalation, move away from the stretch. Extend your legs in front of you, shake them. And since we are here, we are going to get into Paschimottanasana. Remember that we are still in the warming up stage. You don't need to intense the muscles so much. Kind of think about kneading the muscles. Like go a little bit with your breath at a time. Think more about like create heat in the muscle. One more breath here. Now, if you are warming up elsewhere, can you come back and join me seated? Then from here, we are going to keep the right leg straight. Cross your left leg over, and we're twisting to the left. You can also do your jellyfish dance as well, which means you exhale, stretch, right twist, and then you inhale, you untwist a lot, and then you exhale, you twist. Again, we bring heat to the muscle. And we are not doing it so intensely. Couple more. And then untwist and then get into Janushirshasana. Right. Left heel to the groin, left arms overhead, exhale, stretch. Inhale, come away from it. Exhale, and then we side stretch. 3 more. Your arms are here, you can extend alongside the ear. You can hold it behind the back of the head. You can maybe hold it at your hip. Last one. And you inhale, come up and away from the floor. We are going to keep this shape of the leg, and we are going to come off the floor. Balance on your left knee, right arms overhead. And circle your right shoulder 5 times. 2, 3. Use props that your body needs, okay? 5. Other side. Listen to your body and be thank you and take good care of yourself. And when you're done, and you stretch. Then we are going to facing the back of the mat. Yeah. Let's press that right here. Your right leg should be straight right now, and kind of press the heels away from you while your toes is on the floor so we can get into the calf stretch here. And you go in and out once again. Last one. And then you get your right leg forward, tilted your body to the left, and we go into lizard pose. Once again, please do it more like a warming up stage. So you do really big jelly dance here. Jellyfish dance. 2, 4, 5. Last breath. Get your chest off from the floor, tuck your right toes under, get your right knees off the ground, and you pivot to the right, and you go into Pasarita Padottanasana. Feet parallel, dangle your body. If you can, hold your elbow and dangling your body side to side. If you're not able to dangle your body that low, you can have the block underneath the hand and really kind of move your hips back, chest forward. You can do one hip at a time as well. That's going to get into your back muscles. Okay. You can bend both knees, or you can get into the Skandasana as well. So let me go back there. Then from here, turn toward the front of the mat. Get your right knee down. Get your left legs back. Child's pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, child's pose. Have your cat pose in between, please. Repeat. Two more. Check your wrist, check your finger. Then we come up onto the hands and knees. Get yourself into your seat. Get your leg back in front of you, and we have the left leg straight, right leg cross over. And we're twisting to the right. And we do our jellyfish dance. So let the body move into the stretch, move away from the stretch. Exhale, twist. Inhale, release. Last one. And you inhale, untwist. Get your right leg out, right heel to the groin, right arm is overhead. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, move away from that. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, move away from the stretch. Repeat. I'm going to turn toward the camera. Last one. And then you kind of circle your body all the way to the right, balance on your right knee, left arm overhead. Circle your left shoulder 5 times each direction. 2, 3, if you like, you need a block. 4, 5. Other direction, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're facing the floor. Turn forward. And your left leg should be straight. Then you have your toes on the floor and press your heels away from you when you exhale, and inhale, move away from the stretch, and you repeat. Couple more. And we go left leg forward to the left, get into the lizard position. Move with the breath. Exhale, get your trunk to the floor. Inhale, move away from that. Exhale, repeat. You can have back leg straight if it feels good for your body. I feel like this knee needs a blanket. Last one. And when you move up and away from the floor this time, get your right knees off the floor and pivot to the right. Right. And you have an option to get into your hip stretch. Or repeat your Pasarita Padottanasana. I probably will challenge your body into these heart opening poses, which that mean a lot to me. It means that I have to stretch your hip flexor, stretch your pec major, get you to draw your shoulder blade together, challenging your lower back. So all of those by themselves or the combination of them to me is a back bend. And then we turn toward the front of the mat. Get into child pose once again, please. And walk both of your hands to the right. Let's stretch the left side of the body. Move with the breath. Allow that thankfulness to really make your body supple. Clear out the rigid and stiffness in your mind and your body. Other side, please. Bring your hand back center. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay in your dog and really move your body around that it feels right for your body in this moment. See if your calves are calling for you, your hamstrings or your back, or all of them. So you use whatever time you have to stretch those muscles accordingly. Of course, we may not hit all of them, but you know that this is not our last downward facing dog, right? Then we can come back to work on them again at some point. Next inhalation, we go plank pose, and exhalation to downward facing dog. Yeah. So let the wrist also now be warmed up a little bit more. Remember, you go into your plank gradually. Couple more. And child's pose, please. Inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. Step your right leg forward. We are twisting left hand on the floor. Left leg is your option. Straight or knees bent. Opening the heart. Draw your shoulder blades back. Don't forget your neck. Exhale, untwist. Go forward, standing split. Lift your left leg up. Inhale. Cross your left leg behind your right leg. Exhale, cross leg Uttanasana. Take the time to see if your body just wants to be still or want to move around. And then with that thankful heart, you honor the calling of your own body. Carefully step your left leg back. Pyramid pose, please. Square the hip. Hug your thighs in toward one another. Feel the lift in your core while your spine elongates. Now your jellyfish dance may be a little bit less obvious, or maybe not. And three-legged dog. So your left leg go back and land it, and then we kick the right leg back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee. Kick it to the left. And then we check it. Maybe not. And then extend your right leg straight. Square the hip, come forward to plank. Inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, dog pose. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. You take plank with mindfulness and you lower down Chaturanga Dandasana slowly. See what level of plank that works for your wrist right now. Right. And then from here we extend the left arm to the left. Palm facing down, turn your body open to the right. Get into these pec majors a little bit more. Breathe. Relax your jaw, your eyes, your face. Other side, please. You roll into your belly and your chest, and you are going to do your first back bend with a caution. Whatever works. Pick the one that you can really check the strength of your lower back, your shoulder. You can go in and out from one variation of the back bend to the others, right? Keep breathing. And lie down onto your belly and your chest. Stack your hand on top of one another quickly. And rest your foreheads on them. One more breath. Carefully come up onto your hands and knees. Step your left leg forward and twist to the left. Okay. Exhale, untwist, launch, and balance on your left leg. Kick your right leg up. And exhale, cross your right leg behind your left leg, Uttanasana. So we cross leg Uttanasana on the other side here. And keep moving into the depth of your pose. When you can go deeper, following that guide dance of your body, and you just go deep with the variation of your arms and the leg. That's work to support your practice with strength and respect. And from here we go into three-legged dog. Wait. Oh no, pyramid pose first, please. So your right leg go back, square the hip, elongate the spine, and then we bow down toward the left leg. Sorry, everybody. Keep breathing and keep moving while you also be in this moment with your body and yourself. So you not run away and you just here. Three-legged dog. Now left leg go back and up. Opening the hips, bend the knee. Kick it to the right. Extend the legs, square the hip. Inhale, plank. Flow, please. Chaturanga Dandasana. And you pick your back bend carefully. And you go back to down dog or child's pose when you're ready. Step your right leg forward between the hands, warrior two. Foundation first, check it, make them right, and then build the rest. Reverse warrior. We're gonna go to the ground and three-legged dog, right leg go back and up. Inhale, knee to the nose. Kick it back and up, exhale. One more. And inhale, plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana. You can lift your right leg if you choose. Pick your back bend. Check your lower back, really careful. Downward facing dog or child's pose, please. I'm gonna detour you to dolphin pose first. So get yourself there. You can interlace your hands toward one another as well and create more of a triangle forearms foundation, or you can make your forearm parallel toward one another. Your palm can facing down, your palm actually even can facing one another. Just work your shoulder blades toward one another and push your chest through. And you can see it start to feel tired. It shows in my voice. And then from here, we go back into the downward facing dog. Right. So hopefully the heart opening more. Left leg forward, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Three-legged dogs, hands down, kick your left leg back and up. Inhale, knee to the nose. Kick it back and up. One more. Kick it back and up. Come forward to plank. Flow, please, or not. And you pick your back bend wisely. You can go deeper if you like. And meet in downward facing dog or child's pose. We get the right leg forward, left knee is on the floor. Come upright with your trunk. Bend your left knee, hold the foot with the hand, square the hip, root your tailbone down. Heart lift. This is really intense hip flexor stretch. One component of our beautiful back bend and heart opening in other intense form if we can get there. Okay. Even right here, if you hold your hands properly, you can really get into your pec major on your left side much more effectively. And I really want you to get that to open, but you have to hold your foot properly. But if you hold with your palm facing in, just make sure you can draw your shoulder blade back, okay? Ooh. And we let go and we get into the standing split quickly. Inhale. And then land your left leg back behind you to warrior one. Once again, hit the same muscles. Pretty much right here, your heart opening, curl up and back as far as, of course, your lower back can feel comfortable and your back muscles are supporting you safely. And with that opening in your heart, now you're going to twist to the right. And your right hand's going to kind of extend. You can extend sideways to the right. You can go all the way to your left leg. Make sure your shoulders are comfortable and you extend your heart open and you turn your body to the right slightly. Now, make sure that your hip doesn't go with your chest. And carefully get that left hand forward and down. Exhale. Warrior two and go back. Change the position of your legs. Reverse warrior. Trikonasana triangle. That is a strong pose, that twisting warrior one pose. No, twisting reverse warrior pose. And we are going to step forward with the left leg to Uttanasana. So we're going to flow from here. Inhale, lengthen the spine if you choose so. Exhale, go back to plank or Chaturanga Dandasana. Work with the breath and finish the rest of the pose. And we meet in downward facing dog or child's pose, please. Remember to be thankful. Let that energy remain there. If it shifts to something else, like you start to sabotage your practice, change it. Left leg forward, right knee to the floor. Be thankful how much you can move in this cold weather. How much we can work with our muscles to loosen them up. Be thankful of our heartbeat that is really move the oxygen and the carbon monoxide around. Right, we're cleansing ourselves right now. I know it's a lot of work, but it's worth the work. And we let go and we go forward into standing split for a little bit and then square the hip, land your right leg back behind you into warrior one position. Square the hip, exhale, lunge. Inhale, lift the heart. Your arms are yours right now. Use it well to opening your heart. The more you opening your chest, the more you have to pay attention to your lower back, right? Your core has to engage accordingly. And from here, you are going to twist to the left as you curve back. Now you can have your right arms like go up. Yeah, up, and then you twist to the left. Your left hand, you can do so many things. Just make sure you really keep your shoulder healthy first. Yeah, you can extend it. You can keep into the hip. You can also go into your right leg. That's going to be the hard one. If your shoulder opening enough, it's okay. If not, don't really hurt yourself, okay? You can see, I really cannot talk. And then we go into warrior two. So go right arm down, left arm up. Change the position of your legs. Course in, chest lift. Reverse warrior. Trikonasana triangle. And we go to Uttanasana, step your right leg forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Before we flow, we visit Utkatasana. First, please, chair pose. Can you get your toes up and spread them? Spread them enough, you don't need to overdo it. Okay. Knees over the ankle. Again, you can do your jellyfish dance. You don't need to sit and hang there forever. You can go in and out as well, of course. One more breath. Inhale, stand nice and tall. Your flow is right here, Uttanasana. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Step back or you can jump back. Plank or Chaturanga Dandasana. And finish the rest of your flow. And meet in child's pose, please. Breathe. Observe what's happening in the body and where you are mentally in your practice. If you go into more negative sides of things, remember you have the choice to bring yourself back to be positive, or maybe just to be quiet and acceptance. The challenge in the practice is just to reminding you that you can change the way you see things when things are tough. Come onto your hands and knees. You might need to use a blanket for this. We are going to lift the right leg and the left arms off the floor. And from there, we're going to get into the back bend shape, which means we are going to bend the right knee, use the left hand, hold the big toe side edge of the foot. And then inhale, kick the foot into the hands and up, and lift the heart also up. When you exhale, you can get away from that kick a little bit, and then inhale, go back to it, and repeat. Last one. When you exhale, let go of the legs and the arm, extend away from one another. Have your left hand down, turn your chest to the right, keep your right leg lifted, bend the knee, hold your right foot with the hand, and we do the back bend again in this easy sugarcane pose. Okay, exhale, kick, curl, inhale, let go slightly, exhale, kick. Make sure you are really firm onto your foundation. Two more. Last one, and let go of the arms, the leg, and length. Find the floor, right leg forward, lizard pose, body diagonal to the left. Wherever the depth of your pose is, you go there, find it, and start from there and build the depth more and more gradually. From here, we are going to visit standing split once again. So you balance on your right leg, kick your left leg up. Now this time you're going to hang here for a little bit, so you can challenging the muscles that needs to hold yourself in this pose. Challenge them further. Find your edge. Square the hip, bend your right knee, land your left leg back behind you. Parivitta Pasava Konasana. Left elbow outside of your right knee, hands in prayer. Twist, please. with the spine elongated. Carefully, you untwist. We still here. Left hand on the floor. Vasisthasana, side plank on your left. And we go into pigeon with the right leg go forward. Pigeon pose. You come back to yourself no matter where you are. And allow that energy of grateful it's with you. Be thankful of how kind, how loving you are to your children, to people who love you. Be thankful for that power that lies within yourself. Carefully inhale. You get your body up. You lean onto your right hip. You swing your legs in front of you. Okay. Shake them for a little bit. And then we work the right leg again. We go into Crouchasana. So we kick back and up. Here, back and up. Kick it up toward the sky. Use a strap if you have to, in order to keep your back extended. I know some of you can really hold your arms and kick the leg, but then your back's routed. That is not a good place to be. Give your back muscles more room, or your right leg hamstring more room, so you can stretch the hamstring and then keep your back safe at the same time. And let's do a little bit of the core exercise here. So we're going to keep the right leg float, and we're going to roll back and then come up with your right leg straight or knee bend. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to turn to the right when you roll back, okay? 1, 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. So keep your right leg bent, hands back behind you. Now you bend your left knee at the same time, and we go into our reverse table. Shoulder back. This is your back bend here. Press down to your feet. Extend your knees away from you. Extend your shoulder away from the knee. And really get the hip high to the sky. Work your feet more than your arms. Yeah. And exhale slowly. Come back down to the floor. Then we go into our tabletop position. You can cross your leg and go forward, or you can swing it to the side, or you can roll back and forward and do one sun salutation, right? And then meet us in hands and knees. And we go to the other side. Left leg go back and up. Right arms go forward and up. And then bend the knee, hold the foot with the hands. Here we go, kick, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, release slightly. Repeat. Keep going. 2 more. And the next exhalation, extend. Stay on your right side, bend your left knee, hold the foot with the hand, and here we go, kick, exhale. Release slightly, inhale. And keep going. Don't overextend it, your bottom elbow, please. Last one. And extend the arms and the leg. Square the chest to the floor. Left leg forward. Lizard pose on this side. And we go from here to the standing split. We hang here a little longer so we can challenge the muscle however shape and form that you can do that, okay? Maybe you can hold the back of your left leg with your left hand first. Some of us can get both hands into the legs, can float them off the leg and use the core instead. You build into that challenge. Or maybe that's kicking and stretching is still the greater challenge for you. You might just stay there for now. And from here, square the hip. Lay your right leg back behind you, your left knee is bent, and we are twisting. Parivrtta Pasava Konasana. Release your jaw. Don't bite your lips here. Untwist, side plank on your right. Remember that your left leg and arms are floating. They can go in so many places. Yeah. Make sure that whatever you're doing, you challenge yourself enough so you can stabilize more than falling. And pigeon pose, left leg forward. Carefully inhale, come up and away from the floor. Take a seat into your left seat, swing your legs in front of you. We check the legs a little bit to loosen up like the muscle around the hip joints. And then you're gonna kick your left leg up toward the ceiling. Toward the ceiling, sorry. I don't think many of us can go in that direction. We go diagonal. Crouchasana. You also extend the spine upward. Yeah. That actually should come first. And wherever your left leg landed, be thankful. And remember, from here, we're gonna do core exercise. We're gonna do half both and full both straight forward 5 times first. Four, 5, and then next time when you roll back, go to the left. Okay, turn your body to the left. Your legs still extend forward. Yeah. One thing about core exercise that when we do a lot of back bend poses and stretch, the core will feel much harder to get into it. And reverse table. Exhale, come down to the floor. Then we're gonna do bridge pose. So go onto your back mindfully. And we hit the back bend here. I love bridge pose because we actually work with the gravity instead of against it so much. You get into the heart opening much safer. And your lower back doesn't feel a lot of pressure. I have to say that's what bridge pose is really helpful for. Make sure you have room for your throat. And next exhale, come down to the floor. Let the back touching the floor, knees meet one another, your hips is on the ground. And you just, within that heart beating fast, your breath is shallow, but you still choose to be calm. Choose to elongate your breath. Choose to feel this indefinite possibility. And from here, I would love to give you 2 options here. You either do one leg Supta Virasana or be on your belly and your chest and do Ekapada Kamukhasana. We do the right leg first. Okay, so you either go here, so we stretch the hip flexors again, right there, or we do one leg. Supta Virasana. If you have no problem on your knees and your ankle, and the problem is like your hip flexors are tight, and to get your body to the floor is not possible yet, remember that you can bring the floor into you by using the block. And the block have actually 3 heights. So pick the height that's work for where your body and your muscle is today. For us who can lie on your back completely, I would rather see you bend your left knee and have the foot on the floor and press it. This is gonna help keeping your hips square toward the ceiling, and it doesn't tilt it. And actually, it intensifies the stretch even further. Now, any one of you who can go even furthermore, you can get the left knee toward the chest by using the strap and help. Okay. You pull it in, and then you add the kick. That's gonna make the stretch in your right hip flexor even more so. But you have to be ready for that. Yeah. Don't go into the space that your body is not ready, because you will end up hurting yourself. carefully. Switch side, please. You do it safe. Do it mindfully. And do it thankfully. This one is looser. And then carefully just get out from the pose. If you on your bellies, you can just let your body go and rest with the forehead down to the ground. Just kind of gathering and collectively come back as whole. And we are going to meet in a camel setup, please. And that is the pose that I'm going to ask you to do. Okay. Know that your camel can be as little or can be as deep as your head can be on the floor, or your forearms can be on the ground, while your bellies go up toward the ceiling and you go into a different name of the asana. However, I'm not asking you to find the pose. I'm asking you to stretch and strengthening the muscle where they are. So you just go as far as your body can go. Don't forget to have some energy left to come out from the pose. Now we go against the gravity. Your lower back, we take a toes on this if you're not being mindful. So keep that in mind. So here we go. You can tuck your toes, right? It's going to give you some room. If you know you can hold the heel, some of you can have the top of your feet on the floor. Now, if you're afraid that you're going to keep fanning your hips apart, you have block, you can put it between your thighs and keep hugging in toward the midline, and that is not going to help you forget. Blocks or not, doesn't matter. Right. Here we go. Build your camel as much as long as you want, and we meet in child's pose. Okay? And we do thread the needle, right hands under. That is going to counterbalance the back bend a little bit here. You can have your hips over your knees, or you can sit your hip onto your heels completely. If you do it this variation that you sit onto your heels, we're not going to get into the back muscle as much, and we are not going to counterbalance the back bend as much. See if your body need what. I don't really need to counterbalance my back as much, so I'm going to choose this. Other side, please. And then from here, you can go into inversion. In my body actually telling me to do headstand, interestingly enough or not. You can do shoulder stand, you can do block, underneath the hip, and you go into that passive being supported by props and do it that way. Or you can do handstand. My body just like headstand, please. Like, okay, headstand, here we go. And headstand, shoulder stand, handstand, the portion of the back bend which is in the heart opening, when you have enough of them, it's going to make this pose feel much lighter in one aspect of it. It's not all of them. You need more than, of course, the shoulder opening. And that's probably why my body just say you can do headstand right now and you're going to be fine. And it definitely is. Yeah. I'm going to push off from my head. So you can get the head off the floor. Yeah, probably just for a little bit. And then rest. If you wonder, what do you mean you're hearing yourself? Well, you're hearing your own thought all the times. I just want to say something. How do you know that the voice in your head is the right message for you to honor when it shows up in your life sometimes? If your body doesn't resist to it, it just feels relaxed and it just feels right. Your whole body accept that message without resistance, without anger, without all those negative energy. I believe that is the right message to you, and that's what the headstand message come to me. I'm going to call for Shavasana right now. Enjoy that, everybody. Shavasana.